They control with emotion. We reveal the pattern. Psych Atlas.
You have a crystal clear memory of a promise they made. But when you bring it up, they just stare at you and say, "That never happened." You're making things up again. Suddenly you start to question everything. Your memory, your feelings, your own sanity. If that dizzying confusion sounds familiar, it's not a sign that you're going crazy. It's a sign you're being controlled. This video will break down the 7 red flags that prove it's not you. It's gaslighting. That disorienting feeling has a name: gaslighting. It's a sneaky form of manipulation designed to make you doubt your own reality. And if you're here, you're already starting to suspect it. Today we're breaking down the 7 clear signs you need to spot. Let's get into it. The most common gaslighting tactic is simple denial. But this isn't just a misunderstanding. This is when someone looks you in the eye and denies something they said or did, even when you have proof. They'll say, "That never happened. You remembered it wrong, or you must have dreamed it." Let's say they agreed to handle a chore. The next day you bring it up. They don't just say they forgot. They claim the conversation itself never took place. They might say, "What are you talking about? We never discussed that. You must be really stressed. You're inventing conversations now." The goal? To unravel your reality. They plant a seed, and it grows. You could have a text message proving it, and they'll still find a way to twist it. After hearing "that never happened" enough times, you start to wonder if your memory is broken. It's not. This is a tactic, a deliberate strategy to make you dependent on their version of events. Whenever you try to express that you're hurt or frustrated, does the conversation turn into a lecture on how you're overreacting? That's a huge red flag. A gaslighter will tell you you're being too sensitive, overreacting, or making a big deal out of nothing. Imagine you're hurt because they've been having emotionally intimate chats with an ex. When you confront them, they don't address their behavior. Instead, they attack your reaction. "You're being hysterical. It was just a conversation. Why are you always so dramatic?" This does 2 things. First, they dodge all accountability. Second, it teaches you that your emotions are wrong. Over time, you stop bringing things up. You start to think, "Maybe I'm too sensitive." This is emotional censorship, and it works. Gaslighters lie constantly. Not just about big things, but about small, pointless ones too. They'll tell you one thing today and a totally different story tomorrow with absolute confidence. This isn't just a bad memory. It's designed to keep you confused. You might catch them in a lie, and instead of admitting it, they'll double down. Or they'll contradict something they said 5 minutes ago. For example, they say they're too busy to help you. Later, they flip it. "Why didn't you just ask? I was free all afternoon. You never tell me what you need." You're left feeling constantly off balance. That's the point. The constant confusion wears you down until you just give up and accept their reality because it's easier than fighting. That exhaustion is exactly what they want. But if you think that's bad, stick with me. Red flag number 5 is the one that operates in the shadows. It's the most insidious of them all. There's a reason it's called gaslighting. The term actually comes from a 1938 play called Gaslight. In the story, a husband tries to convince his wife she's going insane by secretly dimming the gas-powered lights in their house. Every time she points it out, he tells her it's all in her head, that she's imagining it. It's the perfect metaphor. A slow, subtle manipulation that makes someone believe they can't trust what they see with their own eyes. A classic sign of a gaslighter is their total refusal to take responsibility. Instead, they are masters of shifting blame. If you confront them, they will expertly twist the story until it's suddenly your fault. Here's the formula. Your feelings become the reason for their bad behavior. If they yell at you, they'll say, "I wouldn't have to raise my voice if you would just listen to me." Suddenly, the issue isn't their yelling. It's your failure to listen. They also use projection, accusing you of the very things they are doing. A partner who is being secretive might constantly accuse you of hiding things. This tactic throws you on the defensive. You get so busy defending yourself from their false accusations, the original issue gets completely lost. And that's exactly what they want. Let's do a quick check-in. If you've already recognized 3 or 4 of these signs, you need to see this through to the end, because the last 3 flags are the ones people often realize last. Control is easier when you're alone. Gaslighters work to cut you off from your support system, friends, family, anyone who might offer an outside perspective. They plant seeds of doubt about the people who care about you. It starts with small comments. "I don't think your friend really has your best interests at heart." Or, "Your family always seems to create drama for us." They might act unpleasant whenever you have plans with others, making it so exhausting to see your friends that you just stop trying. The goal is to make the gaslighter the center of your universe, the only person whose opinion you trust. Once you're isolated, you lose your reality check. The gaslighter's voice becomes the only one you hear, making it much easier for them to define your reality for you. And if you've made it this far, you've probably noticed every tactic builds on the last. What you'll see in number 7 is the final piece of the entire system. Some of the most confusing gaslighting is disguised as love. This is where they use affectionate language to excuse controlling behavior, framing it as protection. You'll hear phrases like, "I only do it because I love you so much," or "I'm just trying to help you." For example, they snoop through your phone and say, "I was just so worried. I love you and I had to make sure you were okay." It's a tactic that twists love into a tool for control, making you feel guilty for being upset. After all, if they care so much, aren't you being ungrateful? This is the most dangerous flag of all, because it uses your own love against you. You can't argue with someone who's just trying to help. And that's exactly why it works. This is the end game, the final result of all the other red flags combined. The ultimate goal of gaslighting is to make you question your own mind so deeply that you start to think you're the problem. You're told so often that you're crazy, paranoid, or unstable that you begin to believe it. This is not an accident. It's the whole point. You find yourself apologizing all the time. You second guess every decision. You feel a constant humming anxiety. If you constantly feel like you're losing your mind in a relationship, that is the biggest sign of all that someone is deliberately trying to take it from you. If this is all hitting too close to home, hear me. You are not crazy. You are not oversensitive. And you are not alone. The first step to breaking free is to reconnect with your own reality privately and safely. Start by becoming a secret scientist of your own life. Get a journal or a private notes app and start documenting things. Write down what was said, how it made you feel, and the date. Don't analyze it, just record it. This record is for you, not for them. It becomes your anchor to reality. When they say, "That never happened," you can look at your own words and know that it did. This is how you start taking your power back. Gaslighting is a slow poison. It erodes your confidence, your sense of self, and your trust in your own mind. Recognizing these 7 red flags, the constant denial, the dismissal of your feelings, the blame shifting, the isolation, is like finally turning on a light in a dark room. You can see the manipulation for what it is, not as a reflection of some flaw in you. Your feelings are valid, your memories are real, and you deserve to be in relationships where you are respected and heard, not controlled. And here's the thing. Spotting the gaslighter is only half the battle. The other half is understanding why they do this in the first place. Because once you see the pattern behind the manipulation, you can't be manipulated again. I broke down the 7 signs you're being secretly manipulated in this video right here. Watch it next. And if this video helped you see something clearly for the first time, hit subscribe. We're building a map out of the dark, one red flag at a time. Please remember this video is for educational purposes. If you believe you are in a psychologically abusive relationship, please consider reaching out to a qualified therapist or a domestic violence support service. They can give you the tools and support you need to navigate this journey safely. Thank you for watching and be kind to yourself.